Check this out. The social media world just cannot resist Lane Kiffin joining Nick Saban's staff at Alabama as offensive coordinator. Considering Kiffin's career had been in the toilet, that's not too far off. And then there is this oh no reaction like the one Catherine Webb had during the national title game. This is a tailor-made topic for our team here. Managing editor Pete Fiutak, Doug Chapman joining us now, and also with us.
Of course, we need Catherine Webb in every show.
We have to, right?
We got the obligatory coaching dance video and Catherine Webb. Now all we need is Johnny Manzone.
Show's over. It's 10 after the hour.
Yep,
Show's over, right?
And Molly Cyrus.
But it can't be over until we hear from this guy, SEC insider Russ Mitchell. Russ, what are your thoughts on Lane Kiffin here going to Alabama? Is this a good move, and will he have success there in Tuscaloosa?
You know, I mean, Lane Kiffin just goes from one bad situation into another good situation, better than any man I think I've ever met in my life. This is a great spot for Lane Kiffin to land. The question is, how good is it for Alabama? I mean, they already recruit very well at Alabama, so I don't know how much having another good recruiter there helps them. The second thing is, you know, a lot of folks believe that the success that USC had when Kiffin was an offensive coordinator there was because of Steve Sarkisian, not so much Lane Kiffin. So even though it's the pro-style offense that Nick Saban covets, his track record as a head coach with that offense was not nearly as good as when he was side by side with Carroll and Sarkisian.
Yeah, those 05 numbers at USC, 49 points per game, over 570 yards per game. That's the talent he was dealing with at USC. He's got Amari Cooper, Yeldon and Henry at running back. He's got Christian Jones at receiver, O.J. Howard at tight end, and they've got a dual-threat quarterback in Blake Sims, who's taking over for A.J. McCarron. With those weapons and the type of kids they're going to get down there in Tuscaloosa at Alabama, they're going to have a field day. They already are dominating teams running old-school smash-mouth football. They throw a little X's and O's, put a little quarterback in the shotgun, get a little read option, put it in their offense. Don't turn their offense into something else, but give a different look. You get Lane Kiffin there. We saw it in the national championship game when Nick Saban was talking. You could see he was having second thoughts of the way he coaches things. He's going to open that field up, get those athletes in space. Alabama's going to be dangerous.
We could coach this offense. That's the five-star guys that Lane Kiffin's got. That's not a problem. Can Lane Kiffin do anything about mobile quarterbacks? The defense is the issue right now for Alabama, not the offense. But this is the perfect situation for a guy like Lane Kiffin. Nick Saban, that's his program. There is no question mark who the head coach is there. There's no thought that Kiffin's going to undermine anybody. There's no thought that this is anybody's program but Nick Saban's. Kiffin, all he has to do, coach the offense, make it keep the machine going, don't screw it up, and everything will be just fine.
All right, a good situation for him to fall into, indeed. The other big story out of the SEC coming just this morning from Baton Rouge, running back Jeremy Hill for LSU announcing that he will indeed turn pro. So you've got Mettenberger, you've got Beckham, you've got Landry, and now Hill, all leaving this offense. Russ, how does this change the dynamic of this team next year, which many project as a top 10 football team at the start of the season?
Yeah, you know, once again, well, first of all, let's take the young man's decision in and of itself. Jeremy Hill finished the year with over 1,400 yards rushing, became the second most successful running back, single-season running back in the history of that proud program, Louisiana State. So clearly he's ready for the NFL, so for him it's the right move. Once again, LSU is just going to get gutted. You know, if you think they're going to lose probably 6 to 8 juniors early, and all of them are starters. You add that to the 10-plus that they lost last year. You're talking about 18 juniors leaving early over a 2-year span. It's almost impossible to be able to withstand that sort of turnover and not have some on-the-field problems.
But LSU does each and every year. They lose players to the NFL early.
3 losses they do this year.
Jeremy Hill's a, quote, Tiger for life, but he's not going to be a running back for them next year. If they get this offensive line back intact, they'll be fine. The problem is no passing game. Anthony Jennings, as you alluded to, no Beckham, no Landry. That's going to be the issue.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Jeremy Hill, you got to get out now while you had a big year. Get to the NFL. Don't sit in there and risk injury. I tell these running backs at the collegiate level, you have a big year and you can go to the next level, go make some money because you're one torn up knee from ruining yourself. I'm more worried about him off the field. He's going to spend his whole rookie year on probation. He's got another year of probation from legal issues that happened in college. I don't want to see him turn into Cecil or Diesel Collins when he gets to the next level.
Pete, two of the guys that are looking to come out early, Lael Collins and Trey Turner, they're both off that offensive line, and they're both juniors. So, I mean, you add to that both wide receivers. You add to that their starting quarterback. You add to that this Jeremy Hill. I mean, that's a significant amount. It's a significant depletion.
Yeah. They're still preseason top 10.
They're going to get great players to replace those guys.
There's more.
Yeah.
The next man up theory actually does
There'll be another
work
Jeremy Hill next year.
Okay. All right, Russ. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.